It's time to focus on the things you need, the things you deserve. You deserve a healthy body, supplements that get you moving and keep you moving, that make you feel good, look good, do good. And they shouldn't contain GMOs, artificial ingredients, or heavy metals, ever. Supplements that are clinically studied, use proven absorption technologies, are designed by scientists, and are ethically sourced and produced. Supplements with everything you need, nothing you don't. You deserve a company that you can trust, that's dedicated to safe manufacturing practices and third-party testing, that ensures the highest quality of effectiveness from extraction of ingredients all the way to the composition of the packaging. Wait a second. You deserve to see the process. You deserve a company led by a CEO with a deep belief in the power of people, dedicated to inspiring entrepreneurs to achieve success. A company with a phytonutrient chemist and expert on natural molecules who is obsessed with human health and has your best interest in mind to design its products. A board comprised of talented doctors from around the world. You deserve to be surrounded by people you trust and look up to. Empowered ambassadors that inspire wellness every day. Leaders who are rooting for you to be the best version of yourself. A community that works hard and plays hard. You deserve to experience adventures that take you around the world, and you deserve to be recognized for your hard work. It's time to get what you deserve. It's time to shift your focus. 3.
Hello and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. We're so excited to have you here with us. I wanted to share, my name is Shannon Schmidt and I'm from Northern Michigan. And my wellness journey started about 2.5 years ago. I was diagnosed with terminal brain cancer. And I was looking for something to help me get through the day. I needed something for energy and stamina. And my friend Antoinette introduced me to this product, 3. And what I found was that these products were just phenomenal. I had been searching for a year for something to give me energy, focus, be able to think clearly. It had gotten pretty bad. And so I'm so glad you chose to be with us tonight because you're going to hear from some amazing people. And, ultimately, just having the products is what has given me the energy and the ability to have the stamina and focus and create just the life I want right now. So I would love to take this time to introduce you to another gift that 3 gave me. I feel my friend Ashley Rangel. She's simply amazing, and she is a dedicated board-certified functional medicine practitioner with 25 years of nursing experience. As the co-owner of Nadana Wellness Clinic, she is passionate about helping individuals uncover the root cause of the disease through a holistic approach. She empowers clients to reverse health issues using natural therapies and products, focusing on overall well-being rather than merely addressing the symptoms. So, such an important way to handle health. Ashley believes in the power of guiding others to better health through proper nutrition and education. So, Ashley, we all want to know more about energy. Can you share with us what influences how we feel and how much energy we have each day?
Yes, I'm so excited. We all want more energy, right? Who wants more
Absolutely.
energy? Yes, me. Yes, well, you're a gift that was given to me too by 3. So I'm so glad to have you as not only a friend, but also as a on our team, like to help build our 3 brand. So, well, energy starts at the cellular level. So let's dive into a little bit of science tonight. Are y'all ready for that? So, what is a cell? Like, a cell is like this tiny little self-contained factory that's in our body. It takes in all the nutrients and energy. It has very specific jobs that it performs, like creating proteins or sending signals to other cells in the body. It gets rid of waste for us. It reproduces or repairs itself whenever it's damaged, and there's trillions of them in our body. And they come in lots of different types, like nerve cells, muscle cells, skin cells, immune cells. So they're super important. It's like the base of our body. So why are they important? So everything in your body starts at the cellular level. Your energy comes from the mitochondria, which are inside of the cell. And we're going to talk about that in just a second. But your healing happens through cellular repair. Your pain, your inflammation, your aging, they're all related to how well your cells are functioning in the body. Even your thoughts and emotions involve signals between cells. I don't know if you knew that or not. So if we use an analogy, your body is like a car, and each cell is like an engine component. So if you didn't have all the engine components, then your car wouldn't run very well, right? So imagine your body like a high performance car, and the car is the whole body, and the cell is like each of the little tiny engine parts, like spark plugs and pistons and filters. And your body has trillions of these, just like a car has thousands of small little essential parts working together. So if a few of the engine parts are broken or dirty, then the car starts sputtering, or your ride gets rough, or you're going to burn fuel faster, you're going to struggle to go uphill. And that's what happens when our cells are inflamed or overloaded or not functioning properly. And then that leads to the symptoms of pain, fatigue, brain fog, and poor recovery from injuries and things. So a healthy cell equals a smooth ride. And we all want a smooth ride, right? So we want healthy cells. They're going to burn fuel like our glucose, our fats. They're going to burn them more efficiently. They're going to handle the bumps like inflammation and stress without falling apart. They're going to communicate with each other and keep all of our systems running in our body. Sunlight, hydration, minerals, good food, and rest are very essential to they're kind of like us filling up the car with gas, changing the oil, and tuning the engine. That's what those things are to our body. And if you want your body to heal and move and feel good, you've got to take care of those cells like you take care of your car's engine. So, like I said, inside of each of those cells are little things called mitochondria. So, what are mitochondria? Those are tiny little bean-shaped organisms, and they produce the energy that we need. And like we said, we all want some energy, right? And they take the nutrients from food that we eat and turn them into a usable form of energy called ATP. And that is what powers everything in your body. Everything your body does is powered by that. And each cell can have hundreds to thousands of these mitochondria, depending on how much energy it needs. And so they're important because without them, your body would not function. And mitochondria are responsible for not only energy production, but also your cellular repair, controlling inflammation, how well you age, your longevity. Mitochondrial damage is linked to faster aging and disease, and it also helps with detoxification. So they help neutralize free radicals, clear out the cellular waste. So just a quick analogy, I love analogies. So if your cell is a car, the mitochondria are the engine inside the car. And they burn the fuel and produce the power needed to keep everything in your body running. Well, if your engine breaks down, the whole car slows down, it sputters, it stops, and the same thing goes for your body. And so the mitochondria inside the cell are only as strong as the nutrients that you give them. So multivitamins, like our Vitalite, act like a daily recharge. They supply all the raw materials that are needed to create that energy, repair damage, fight inflammation at the root. And when they are making that energy, they do it through some biochemical reactions that happen. It's called the Krebs cycle and the electron transport chain, just not to get into too much science tonight. But these processes require specific vitamins and minerals. And things like the B vitamins, our magnesium, iron, copper, manganese, all these things that are inside of our Vitalite is one of my favorite products because of how it fuels us at the cellular level. So 50 to 100 years ago, we could easily get these minerals and vitamins solely from the food that we ate. But over time, as our soil has been abused, then the minerals and nutrients getting into our food aren't as plentiful as they used to be. So that's one of the reasons why I love our Vitalite. It is one of the best products to fire up the mitochondria in our cells with 72 minerals, all the vitamins you need, the prebiotic, probiotic, digestive enzymes to help break down the food into smaller molecules so our cells can easily absorb them. And because these ingredients are sourced from plants, our cells recognize it and allow them in to help fire up our mitochondria, giving us more energy. With also our revive, our immune, all of our products do that. And that's going to increase our daily performance physically and also mentally to help get rid of that brain fog. So without all these vitamins and minerals putting these into our body, our mitochondria are going to slow down. Like I can picture this little cartoon of this mitochondria just getting slower, slower, slower. And it's going to lead to extreme fatigue, brain fog, having pain flare ups, slower recovery time from injuries. So the bottom line for us is the mitochondria, and in turn, our cells are only as strong as the nutrients that we put into them. And so our multivitamins, all of our products in three, our Revive, our Immune, our Eternal, those are like a daily recharge. And they supply the raw materials that we need to create that energy, repair damage, and fight inflammation at the root cause inside the cell. And each one of those cells, a cell makes up tissue, and a tissue makes up an organ makes up the body. And so when we are supplying the cell with what it needs, then in turn, we're going to have as much energy as we want. So that's my little science lesson tonight about our three products and why they're so important and why they help us get energy and increase our performance at the cellular level. So I know you said that that's what helped you, Shannon, on your journey with three, helped you get the energy that you wanted to. Um, what are some things that you have seen just working with like-minded people in your community and being able to share your experience with them?
I think like the products I have experienced, well, I take them all, right? I take them all. I'm very excited about our latest product.
Oh,
I'm
yes,
very
me too, the
excited about
kinetic.
this.
Yep.
It's phenomenal. This
Yes.
product is a game changer in energy and focus. Like, for instance, I do all holistic. I don't do any radiation or chemo. Chose to go the natural route, and I was just looking for something for more energy. I mean, the mitochondria, how you explain that, that's phenomenal. But honestly, this product allowed me not to have an IV because the
That's true.
hydration in it. So it's not just energy, it is also hydration, right? And I keep them right on my desk because it's such a phenomenal product. So
Yes, that one really fires up our mitochondria inside the cell. You can
it's
feel it.
amazing,
Yes.
like just one of them, and you're ready to go for the day.
Right. Well, I want to bring on three guests that we have tonight to just share a little bit about their story. So if y'all wouldn't mind coming on and coming off a mute and get your cameras on, and so we can hear from y'all. So first, we're going to hear from Gladys. Gladys is an expert nutritionist. I know she loves these products. So just share with us just maybe a client experience or your experience, and then what was it that um, made you choose to be a part of three?
Well, good night. Hello to everyone. Greetings from Texas. What brought me to three? Okay. As a practitioner, I am very careful what I share with my clients. So I am my own guinea pig. When it was presented to me, it was like a godsend because I was waiting for something like this. So let me go a little bit back. Because of my own testimony, my condition. I'm a double transplant recipient. I was diagnosed at the age of 7 with diabetes type 1, and that's what brought me to Texas. Texas is where I received a double transplant, a kidney and a pancreas, 26 years ago, by the grace of God. So having that, your immune system suffer because of the medications you have to take to keep yourself alive and keep those organs working properly. I'm also a mentor for the Dallas Transplant Institute. I mentor patients that are in the list and patients that are transitioning, patients that are in dialysis. So I wanted to try the products first. You know, everything was beautiful, the way they presented, that they are in the PDR, all these things. So I started using it. I did my blood work before and after. Now, my miracle happens 26 years ago. So by science and nature, my transplant organs are aging, let me put it that way. So my creatinine, which is a number that we look to see how the functions of the organs are working, they were kind of slightly changing, not to the good. So I started using them, and for, I think it was 6 weeks using the products, I went back to the doctor. I mean, I had my blood work. When I received the blood work, I mean, I relapsed. I was like, this is amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Because the numbers went from 2.5 to 1.4. That's
Wow.
almost normal. Like if you have your own, I can testify that some of the doctors that treat me, they don't even have that creatine numbers with their own organs. So they were very impressed. And I asked them, so you're not going to ask me what is it that I'm doing? So they said, well, yes. So I told them, and now when you are a transplant patient and because you take medication, they are very cautious with what you put in your body because they don't want the medications to interact with what you're taking. So I direct them to the PDR. They look at the PDR. They were like, oh, okay, nice, okay. And from there, I started spreading the news like, this is it. So when a client comes to me and I test them, I also do muscle testing or applied kinesiology, and I start monitoring their body and seeing what organs are deficient. One of the things that I do, I test them with the products that we have, like the Vitalite, the Eternel. Well, in all of them, the body says yes.
Mm.
I have a client that came to me one time and he called me 2 days after and he said, what in the world you gave me? Because I feel amazing. Is there any something illegal in there? I said, no. I said, listen, the reason you're feeling so amazing is because your body, the same way we get dehydrated, you are malnourished. So
Mm-hmm.
when he took the Eternal, he went from here to here. Okay. And I haven't given him the, what is it?
Kinetic.
Kinetic. Oh, goodness gracious. So that's what I'm doing. Just before we got into this call, I received a call from a client that I'm seeing. He's a transplant patient also. And the mother was telling me that the daughter already lost 10 pounds
Wow.
using three, all of the products are three, and she feels amazing. This girl is been battling with the weight because some of the medication that she takes because of the condition is making her, gain some weight. So I don't have anything bad to say about three. I mean, on the contrary, I can be a billboard,
Yeah.
and which I am, and get paid, which I'm getting paid for it too. Uh, so it's just amazing. I mean, I just love everything and what we stand for. It's
I
just
love it.
beautiful. My background is Chinese medicine, so I do believe that, there is a season for everything, and the way you take care of your body, that's the way your body is going to respond. And you explained the mitochondria so beautiful. Yes, it's the cell. And that's why we feel so wonderful when we start
Yes.
taking these products. is because we are deficient in everything. Everything is kind of contaminated.
Yeah.
The water, the air, and we are like a plant. I mean, we need the sun, we need
Yeah.
air, and we need nutrition.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Thank you
and
so much, Gladys. That
well,
was
thank you
great.
for
Yeah.
having
And
me.
that's perfect. Yeah. Because, if our cells aren't fed, then we're not going to have the energy, right? We're not going to have all that
No,
stuff. So
no,
that's
no,
great.
no, no. And this product, like Shannon said, this is a bomb. Okay.
Yes, it is.
I'm by nature, I am very energetic. But one thing, and I think I was sharing this with another colleague of ours, that yes, I feel the energy, but I also feel that that calmness at the
Yes,
same time
definitely.
because it doesn't get you like shaky, shaky, shaky. So it's
Right.
amazing. Anyway, thank
Yeah.
you for having
Thank you
me.
so much, Gladys. Thank you for sharing that. All right. Next, we have Miss Charity. So just share with us just any of your personal experiences or your clients, and then what made you decide to be a part of 3.
Hi, everybody. Good evening from Texas. I'm Charity Winter, a licensed massage therapist. And Gladys, that was an amazing story.
Yeah.
Very amazing. So my friend Patty brought it to me. Of course, I was skeptical. I was like, I'll try it. And of course, I know I probably should try it for a few months just to give it a good try. Well, even after the first month, I was feeling a lot more energy. And it was weird that a lot of my anxiety was going away. And then probably for me, the most important thing was I have, because of what I do, and I do work probably way more than I should, I have diagnosed with tendonitis of the elbow. And so there was times when I have been in so much pain that I can't even work. And the 3 products, I mean, it takes away my pain. So I'm able to continue working and doing what I love.
I love that, Charity. Yes. Thank you so much for sharing that. And then Valentine, the same thing, like any testimonials that you have of yourself or any clients, and then what made you choose to be a part of 3?
Let me focus more on why I chose to be a part of 3. I think that's very
Okay.
important. You
Yeah.
see, you open up this presentation today with a beautiful science intro as to what it is, how energy functions in the body, how it gets generated, and how it sustains us, and they build up again from a cellular level all the way to a system level. I think that was beautifully done. But then you said something that I don't want you to miss. You said about 20 to 50 years ago, it used to be the food that would provide us with these vitamins. And then
Yes.
when you said that, you just passed it. I want to come back to that. See, that's what got me in. And the reason it is very important is because if we don't nourish ourselves and eat well, we deprive ourselves of what food is really intended to do for us. You see, science will tell you it is better to take your food as medicine than take your medicine as food. And one of the things we have to reckon when we look at the 3 products is the fact that we are not dealing with food, high quality food, exotic food in the highest sense of that word, but food that is literally 5-star in itself offered to you. And why do I say that? I say that purposefully and intentionally because when you look at the food we consume today, I don't have to tell you that we're not eating well. If you go to the grocery store, most of the grocery you see something on the side called organic. There is spinach and there is organic. Organic is telling you there's a problem with the other guy. I don't have to tell you that, it's already told you that. And therefore, when I looked at it from that angle, I said to myself, hold on, we got a problem here, right? And by the fact that even the food industrial complex already second guess itself by producing the organic for us as an option, I know I needed something that would sustain me. And when you look at the 3 products, it comes down to understanding exactly what food does. Food will nourish you with the vitamins that you need, give you the cellular energy that you need. Food will help you fight the free radicals in your body. And when food helps you do that, it will also inadvertently help you reduce the inflammation that is generated as a result of the free radicals. Food will
Amen.
help you to boost your body's immune system. When you eat appropriately, your immune system is further enhanced. Food will equally help you fight the heavy metal toxins in your body that hold down effective organ function. And you need food to do that. Food helps you with cellular repairs, and food helps you to also boost up and build up back your body's collagen. If I just said so, I've just given to you the 6 products of 3 already.
Right.
That's because that's what food does.
Yeah.
And so when I was introduced to it as food, I embraced it. When I see it as food, and that's why it's important for the viewing audience listening to us right now to understand that, because we're offering you food now that has been curated and put in encapsulated format, you now understand you can now have the claims we make boldly that there are no harmful ingredients, because if you took regular vegetable, dried it up, grind it, and put it in a capsule, you have almost what we have. And Dr. Dan does that and tells you, there you go, bingo, right? And so I just want to make sure we understand, because it is food, that is really what drew me in. And having been consuming that food, I can confidently say it has been a tremendous experience. Besides doing my work as a registered nurse on the side as a nurse executive, the other thing I also do is lead people in the Word of God. I also teach scriptures on the side. And one thing Christ taught me is that man does not live by bread alone, but by the word. And even the people he taught, he still fed them. So it is an honor to be able to feed the world with the word of God and still feed the world with such decent food that it will help them be the best version of themselves, remain healthy, and be able to be participating, productive citizens within the world. I will yield on that.
Yes, that was awesome, Valentine. Thank you. That's just what we needed. Wrap it up. Right. You put a big bow on it.
Amazing.
All right. Well, close us out, Shannon.
Well, thank you everybody for coming. These Wellness Wednesdays are something not to be missed. Like, look at all this knowledge. Thank you all for
Yes,
sharing
thank
with
you.
us and giving us all these tips and testimonials. We love these testimonials because we can take them back to people we know and we can share them. So we invite you to listen in and get on Opportunity Zoom and hear more. But this was mostly about wellness. But if you want to look at the business, then you're always welcome to look at that with us. And your brand ambassador can reach out to you. Have a great night. Thank you, everybody, for coming. We are so grateful that you came.
Bye. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Uh,
Ciao.